So my last haircut was in September of 1997. I only remember that because that was the day before I started school. And somewhere along the way I decided that I wanted to have long hair, and so I let it grow out. And I was happy with it for a very long time. Until about 5 years ago, I started thinning. It's the little thing, I got the horseshoe thing going on, and I just kind of ignored it because I didn't think it was going to get worse. And it really has started to bother me over the last 2 years. I haven't been able to ignore it. It bothers me, and I'm self-conscious about it, but I haven't done anything about it. And I wish I was one of those guys. I know a lot of people that are like, oh, it's time for summer, shave it off, I'm good. Those who know me really well know that I'm very self-conscious about the way I look. You will never see me without at least a Van Dyke. A Van Dyke is a combination of a mustache and a goatee. Thanks, Jeopardy! Because without it, my chin blends into my neck and I don't look like I have a chin or a jawline, it's just flat. The last time I shaved this all off, I was too embarrassed to leave the house for a week. I'm so self-conscious about this, and it kind of extends to here. I'm very, very worried about what I would look like. And a friend of mine asked, well, why don't you just go to a salon or whatever, get your hair cut? And I said something about my hair that, in retrospect, is really kind of horrible. I said, it's a comfortable misery. For those of you who don't quite understand what I mean by that, I think the closest parallel I can come up with is the enemy that you know is better than the enemy you don't know. I know how this looks, I know how this makes me feel, and I've felt bad about this for so long, I've just become accustomed to it, and the prospect of doing something different and having it look worse and making me feel worse than I do now is, let's say, unpleasant. And I understand everything that I'm saying is completely motivated on fear. I am afraid to have my hair cut because I'm afraid of how bad I will look. There's a book called Who Moved My Cheese? Yeah, stick with me. There are two types of people in the world. One group are the ones that just went, who moved my what? And the other group that said, hell yeah, that book is awesome and it changed my life. And I'll link it in the little jigger down the bottom. It talks about the pursuit of happiness and the things that hold us back from pursuing that happiness. One of the big motivators is fear. And it says the only way to get a clear idea of what we want to do is to take fear out of the equation. Basically, you just ask yourself, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? It's kind of brilliant, really, in its simplicity. By asking it as a hypothetical, it no longer seems real, neither does the fear. It's one of the main questions that got me into college for the second time. I was afraid of a lot. What would I do if I wasn't afraid? Well, I'd just go back to school, and I did. And now I'm afraid to cut my hair. So if you were me, what would you do if you weren't afraid? It's a good thing I'm not afraid. Moment of truth. I'm so nervous that I just complimented some other dude's hair. I mean, I know it's polite, but I'm kind of freaking out. Come on over. How's it going? Good. Can't wait. It's good. All right. So there is still one. A little white collar, I kind of look like a priest.
Oh, they're a schedule Y.
Do you want to go a little longer?
You know, let's do it.
Let's do it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's wide open. The wallet is wide open and the money's all over the place.
All right. There you are, sir.
Oh, that's been there a while. There's no turning back now.
No turning back.
That's very weird. It's going to take getting used to. A question. Seriously, do you take any real pleasure out of scalping people?
Of course I do.
That's the only answer I'm going to accept right now.
Yeah, of course.
No, I'm not.
Me and the man here agree. Mid-length, no good. Much shorter. I'm just so used to the tight hair that
tight.
like I can't unsee it now.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Show you the back here. Show you
Yeah.
around. And then you can hold here and there.
Let's see what we got here. Holy. There used to be a ponytail there like an hour ago. Thank you very
Yeah, of
much,
course.
and I will definitely be back. That's Gordon. He's responsible for this awesomeness.
You're very welcome, sir.
All right. Now it's your turn. What would you do if you weren't afraid? I am so happy that it doesn't look like crap. that I look semi-normal. That I'm just like.
You just stepped into another
Yeah. Now I just gotta let my girlfriend know.
century. Yes, you just stepped in.
I know it was.
You just stepped in. Hello.
Welcome to 2016.
Pearl Jam, are they still a thing?